Church is still holding off Oscar O'Donovan. Jezza Huddleston's pulled clear of Chris McGrath by probably a second. And then it's a fair way back to Damien Folds. And Don Fenton. Good to see Don back. Had a bit of nasty incident here earlier in the year.
Yes, he certainly did. Look at Oscar O'Donovan there, all over the back of Scott Honeychurch.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one because Scott's a hard racer, but so too is Oscar.
Who we got behind Oscar? We've got
Jeremy
Huddleston. He's definitely in the mix there.
Well, last year's 2-hour winner.
Yes, with Mike Jones.
That's right, and Jezza put in a fantastic ride in that. Certainly did not rely just on Mike to win it for him. Interesting, this battle, just coming over the line now. Scott Honeychurch, Oscar O'Donovan, Jezza Huddleston. I'm not sure who's going to come out on top there, but I reckon there's going to be a few elbows come out shortly.
I'm going to go Oscar O'Donovan. Here we go. Scott Honeychurch got a little bit wide there.
That is a nice move from
Oscar didn't need another invitation to go up the inside. No, fantastic move.
That was a very tidy move.
Jeremy Huddleston looking very strong behind them in third in that trio. Oh, Scott Honeychurch had really good drive off the bottom of the hill.
Looking to go up the inside into Suckers, but no, there's no room there, and it's a hard move up there as well. The corner is absolutely blind, and you need the bike beautifully balanced to get through there quickly.
Here we battle of the brakes here, Chris. Here they come, the three down the back straight.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Scott has a lunge.
Scott's having a lunge. He's very late on the brakes. Oh, Oscar's turning in. Tell you what, that was close. Looks close from us.
So Oscar's held on. Scott Honeychurch is certainly showing that he wants it back. And then we've got Jezza Huddleston who's putting pressure. Oh, look at that. Scott Honeychurch up the inside, over and under, and great racing here.
That's fantastic. And Scott Honeychurch, he almost got passed by Jeremy Huddleston there. So the old stick it up the inside, run wide didn't quite work. But great racing.
Yeah, Scott certainly still loves his racing. And as he said to me the other day, he's on the wrong side of 50. So to be out there battling these guys, he's still, doing a fantastic job.
Brett Simmons is kept putting out the consistent lap times in the lead of the race. He's got that lead out to close to 5 seconds now.
Oh, gee, I tell you what, that was a slide he did not want.
No.
I mean, certainly saved it, but it came back in a long way. So Oscar O'Donovan is holding on to that position. I don't know that one lap to go, Scott Honeychurch can do much about it. In fact, I'd say Oscar O'Donovan's stretching that gap a little.
Yes, he was. He was on that last lap, Chris. He did a 54.88. Scott was a 55.2 and Jeremy Huddleston a 55.2. So he's put a good 6 or 7 tenths of a second on that last lap. So I'd say he's going to be fairly safe for third position.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Jess has got anything up his sleeve to put a move on Scott Honeychurch at the end of the straight.
We'll soon to see.
So Brett Simmons ready for the checkered flag. Slightly tidier run through the chute that time, Brett. But well done on another fantastic win. Jason Spencer too.
Jeremy Huddleston, you've got a great run there, but it's going to be a little bit far back there to take try to take that fourth position. So great ride there between those three. Oscar O'Donovan holding out for third. And Oscar O'Donovan a 54.5 on that last lap, so he really put his head down.
Drew Hurley all over the back of Don Fenton. That looked like it was a pretty good battle, but didn't quite get there. Mark Delante will head Wade Strada to the line. Then we have Todd Tatnell coming around to...
Good to see Mark out there, Chris. Yeah. Mark hasn't been racing as much as he used to. He did a 56.6 there. So
nothing wrong with that.
That's a really good lap time for considering the amount of racing he hasn't been doing.
Absolutely. In a field like this, it's easy to think that he's not going that well, but I'll tell you what, 56.6 is a good time.
Absolutely. We might just take a quick drinks break. We'll be back for the Super Sport coming up very soon. All right, back from a quick drinks break. We've got the Super Sport 600 bikes now coming out for their first race of the day. Conditions are getting better and better.
Always one to look out for as well, the Super Sport.
Just looking around from here, Chris, doesn't look like there's too much wind. The trees seem pretty stationary around the circuit. Certainly the flags are pretty stationary in the on pit lane there.
Yeah, wouldn't get much better.
Should be a good little race, this one. We've got some pretty competitive, it's a smallish field, but there's some very competitive riders in this field.
Yeah, Lockie Curtis, Mitch Hawksley, Marcus Delaney. I think it's going to be pretty hard to pick the winner out of the three of them. I'd probably be going Lockie Curtis. He's been in really good form, but we've seen what Mitch Hawksley can do around Baskerville. That was a couple of years ago on his CBR 600.
Yeah, certainly he's now riding a Yamaha.
Previous state champion, so don't count Mitch out of it, but also don't count Marcus Delaney out of it because he's now got vast experience on that bike. It's
his home circuit as well.
Home circuit.
He's done a lot of laps around here, but certainly very competitive with the first three riders.
Then we have Chad Wiley heading up the second row.
So a small field, but it's going to be very action-packed at the front of the field.
Certainly will. So our pole setter, Mitch Hawksley, getting ready for a start. Racing, it's
Lockie Curtis got a great start, and also Chad Wiley, a fantastic start from the second row. Will move into second position.
Yeah, that won't have done Marcus or Mitch a lot of favours because they needed to get away with Lockie to make a contest of this, so they'll need to get past Chad ASAP.
Well, Chad's improving all the time, so
yeah, no disrespect to Chad.
This would be a great experience for him to be mixing it up at the front. Definitely looks like his bike's got plenty of punch up the hill there, so he's in a good position here to get a tow and tuck in behind the leaders.
Well, look, having said that, I didn't even check Chad's qualifying time, so maybe he's in this mix as well. I might have been being a bit unfair on Chad there. In fact, having a look at this.
Oh, fantastic. Look at that.
He's right there. So, sorry, Chad, I'm going to take that right back and say that's exactly where he should be. And Marcus Delaney closing down that gap a little. Mitch Hawksley probably has a little bit of a gap to close, but I'm sure he's capable of doing it.
Yeah, Chad Wiley riding extremely well.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see his qualifying time. Well, clearly he was a lot closer than I had assumed.
It's definitely shaping up to a great tussle at the front. Lockie Curtis there, good drive off the bottom of the hill. Chad Wiley, he's definitely got some speed up the hill. Marcus Delaney right on his back wheel.
Well, down the back straight as well. I was surprised by the speed of Chad's bike. So Mitch Hawksley closing up on the back of Marcus Delaney now. Wouldn't be surprised to see Mitch looking to go past. Maybe not close enough, no. Great to see in a small field, a battle of 4 at the front.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Lockie Curtis is starting to take that lead out a little bit of a front end shuffle around there as he got on the brakes. So he got in a little hot into turn 1, but it hasn't upset his rhythm. Look at Marcus Delaney there. He's looking, trying to get. I think Marcus feels like he's got a bit more pace. He's looking around the outside of Chad Wiley there, but that's a long way around.
56.1 from Chad Wiley.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable. Fantastic.
Oh, what's happened there? Lockie Curtis has either missed a gear or he's
got in a bit hot, hasn't he?
Maybe got in a bit hot. He's
giving Chad Wiley the lead.
That would have woken him up. Almost ran off the circuit through Suckers. She's on now for young and old.
And here comes Mitch
Hawksley
inside of Marcus Delaney.
On the brakes here.
Oh, it's tight too.
Well, we got 3 bikes all going for the one line, end of the straight there.
Yeah, had to back out of that.
Well, we got Chad Wiley in the lead, and he's on it.
Well, he's just trying to make a point that I should not have counted him out of this. In fact, he's pulling out a little bit on Lockie Curtis at the moment. Looking
at Chad Wiley, he's on the gas really hard through the sweeper, and he's got some rear suspension issues there. The thing was pumping. I don't know whether you noticed that, Chris, but it did not look like a comfortable ride through the sweeper.
That's Chad Wiley, you say?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I wasn't looking there actually, Rod, but I'll keep an eye out this time through.
I think Chad Wiley's got who's got the fastest lap of the race? I think it's Mitch Hawksley, a 55.59. Chad Wiley, a 55.84, 55.93 for Lockie Curtis, and a 55.9 for Marcus Delaney. So there's nothing in it.
I think Mitch has probably got a bit more there. He's just struggling to find a gap or anywhere he can get anything on Marcus Delaney in front of him. So Lockie Curtis now recovered and looking to get trying to go up the inside of Chad Wiley. Not a lot of room there.
That's a big move to do into turn 1 up the inside. You've really got to make that move early, so riders don't cut each other's noses off there. Fantastic battle at the front, Chris. Couldn't ask for a better super sport race.
Absolutely.
Four bikes within 0.4 of a second.
Shame we're missing John O'Hughes out of this group as well, and Matty Long. Imagine how good that would be.
Oh, fantastic. It's going to be a hard one to call, this one. I think Lockie Curtis is probably going to have probably the rider to bet on if you're a betting man. But anyway, Chad Wiley's holding the field out. He's riding very, very well. Marcus Delaney looking very strong there on the brakes.
Oh, nice drive from Lockie Curtis. Oh, Chad Wiley spinning it up. That's lost the drive he needed. Now just let Lockie Curtis.
Mitchell Hawksley up the inside. So that's shuffled. Oh, look at this.
Oh. Marcus Delaney trying to fight.
Oh,
that's Chad Wiley, is it?
That's Chad Wiley. He's unfortunately come off. That's a big high side.
Was it a high side?
I'm not sure whether he's tagged the rider in front of him, but he's got thrown high in the air. He's come down pretty heavily. We've got a red flag situation. I think that's the right. Oh, he's getting up. That's.
Oh, he's rolling around. I think he's pretty sore. He's not ready to jump on his feet yet. So
that would have knocked the wind out of his sails. Unfortunately, he did land very heavily.
I think the red flag's
the
right thing to do.
Right call there. I think we need to get the ambulance up there.
Yeah, certainly moving, but not very comfortable. So trying now to get to his feet.
We've got one of the marshals in turn 2 there, heading up there to see if he can offer some assistance.
Yeah, that's a shame because he was riding that so well. Can't really say what happened. I don't know if they all got a bit close there.
I think I'm not sure. It looked maybe like he's tagged the back of another bike and it set him up and thrown him over the side. I'm not sure.
Yeah, unless it was like you say, the rear ends come round because he had a big slide in the sweeper here the lap before. And you did indicate that that rear suspension was pumping, so
it was pumping very, very hard through the sweeper on the previous lap. Yes,
and running that sort of pace, maybe that's been an issue there at the top of the hill, but top of the S's, I mean. But we won't know. All we know is that it didn't turn out well for him, and we just hope he's okay.
Yes, it was a fantastic race up until that point, and that's sad to see. We don't like seeing a rider down. Let's just hope everything's okay, and Chad's okay, and we can get everything back on track on the program. But we've had some delays in the past. If he needs some more medical attention, there could be a bit of a delay with another ambulance to come out. But we certainly know there was going to be a slight delay, well, at least a delay for 10 or 15 minutes. So we might take a quick break.
I think so.
We'll come back and when we've got more information. But let's hope everything's all right and we can get back on track soon. Let's hope everything's fine. Just getting the stretcher out there. So obviously they need to get him into the ambulance and attend to him as soon as possible.